Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys. Well, we're back to talk about a lot of Bravo stuff, spinoffs, which makes me so excited. But then I'm wondering what is going on with like the whole James Kennedy of it all. I have a lot of questions, which I think that this is going to clearly spark a conversation in the comment section. But I feel like if anybody is the most able to cover what's going on with like Vanderpump Rules or like the Valley, I feel like we're just like always in it, and we know everybody, so it just makes sense. But even I don't have these answers. So pop off in the comment section, smash the like button, show some love, and let's jump right in. All right, guys. So I wanted to talk about Lindsay Hubbard. Now, we heard that she had like this reduced role, right? Okay. Well, that would be with Summer House. And now we're hearing that she has a potential spinoff. Okay. So I'm sitting here just like dissecting, is Lindsay Hubbard capable of really handling a spinoff? As long as it's not just about Lindsay Hubbard, I think that we might have something on our hands. If it's only about Lindsay Hubbard, no, I don't. So just getting back into it, Lindsay Hubbard, she might be getting her own spinoff series that focuses on her life as a newly single mom. Now, her daughter Gemma is 8 months old at this point, but fans were interested because what they didn't understand is how are you going to go back to Summer House when you have a daughter? Like that dynamic didn't necessarily make sense anymore. And I think that it's really important for anyone, whether it's a movie star to walk away from like a sequel or a reality star to know when it's time to walk away. Like Stassi Schroeder, she was offered to be a part of the Valley. And instead of being a part of the Valley, she's like, no, this does not fit my life anymore. This is not who I am. And I don't want to be a part of that. So this is not the trajectory that I want to go. And lo and behold, she held out on the Valley, and look at her. We still are waiting for her docu-comedy series, but we also, to that point, she's going to be on Vanderpump Villa for the second time, and she co-hosted the reunion. So I think that she's a-okay. And I think this is also what Lindsay was doing. Now, an insider reported seeing her on set earlier this month in New York. They said that it was at the Flatiron District venue. There's a venue called COQODAQ, which is famous for its caviar top chicken nuggets. What the fuck is that? Now, they noted that she was the only recognizable person present amongst like the 6 to 8 other people, making it unlikely that she was filming for Summer House. But there was speculation about like a Summer in the City spinoff, and that came out June 26th. That was from Dumois. They're the ones who came out with this. Now, Paige DeSorbo was also rumored to be a part of it because she had her exit from Summer House, and she also expressed that there was disinterest in her own show. And I think that that kind of fueled the buzz for like the Lindsay rumors. Do I think that Paige will make a cameo if in fact this is all coming to fruition? Yes. Of course she's going to make a cameo. She's there. Why wouldn't she make a cameo? But do I think that she's going to be a part of whatever this spinoff might potentially be? No. Now, also, Lindsay announced on Instagram, this was back in June as well, that she would return for season 10, but she said that her role is going to be a lot different because she's a whole ass mom now. So clearly that just means it's a way more limited role. And she told Us Weekly that she'd still appear at the Hamptons house a few times, but would mostly film from New York City rather than living there every weekend. Yeah, that was a little bit of a tip as well. But Turner Koof, who's the father of her daughter, both of them continue living in the same city. I don't think that he's going to be on the show. People keep asking me that, and they already confirmed their split. So they are not together. They're not together. They're just co-parenting together. And she also explained that at the end of the day, like, I don't think that we would have been together anyways if we didn't have Gemma. Now, this came from Bravo and Cocktails. They said, regarding the Summer House spinoff, we're hearing Andrea Dimber and his wife Lexi will also appear. Okay. Okay. So this could be good. But then they were saying, well, we don't recognize anybody. I feel like he's a pretty recognizable figure unless there was that one scene that somebody's like pitching or like just leaking. Maybe that makes more sense. Like if they're sharing, oh, okay, well, we didn't recognize anybody. That's somebody that you would have recognized. But it's not like every cast member's in every scene. But if there's 6 to 8 other people, I feel like we're playing ping pong in our head with what this spinoff could potentially be. Now, going over to James Kennedy, I did want to talk about this for a second. James is making his return to SUR, and at first I was like, why the is he going back to SUR? So he's going to be DJing on Tuesday, September 23rd. This is at 8 p.m. for a charity event supporting Midnight Mission, which is a homeless shelter in Los Angeles. The event was promoted through a joint Instagram post inviting attendees to dance, celebrate, and give back. And so the tickets are sold through Eventbrite, but in the comments, he teased the return of See You Next Tuesday, kind of branding it with like the whole Pumptini and noting that it's a one-time event this year. Some fans called the news amazing and the best, and others kind of questioned what the appropriateness is, especially in the light of his domestic violence arrest, which he was sort of acquitted of. I mean, they dropped the charges, so there's that. And then also other fans slammed Lisa Vanderpump, accusing her of being too lenient with James because of the shit that he has got himself into. So viewers were reminded that both Kristen Doute and Rachel, they've hinted at abusive behavior in their previous relationships with James, and that's a problem. And it was Kristen Doute who publicly came out and said, with what Lisa is doing by giving him these chances, it's abuse-enabling behavior. And she's apologizing to survivors who weren't believed or supported. She feels like, I see you, I hear you, I was a part of it. Actually, at one point, there was supposed to be this big article that came out. I forgot if it was Rolling Stone or if it was Vanity Fair. I forgot what the actual publication was, but there was at one point where she was going to come out and share all of these allegations. And I think what happened, and she said it didn't happen, but I think what happened was Bravo was like, we're going to put a pin in this. You're on the Valley now. Like, shut up. We're not talking about this, which does seem like you're sort of protecting the person. But she said that's not true. She said nobody will ever silence her. So I want to hear what you guys have as far as like in your mind right now, what you're like concocting, because I know we sit here and we conspiracize a little bit until we know, and then we bring it back. Pop off, smash the like button, show some love. And if you did not join us for Hot Messy Topics, well, go be a part of the replay crew. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Drive safe, be careful. I love you guys and have the best day. See you soon.